Welcome to San Luis.
I'll just do one little bit.
Nice.
Ain't no rock gonna cry my praise. Ain't no rock gonna sing a praise to your name, not for me. Ain't no rock or tree gonna do any praising for me. Ain't no rock gonna cry out my praise.
2 weeks epic adventure.
In March of 2021, Michelle and I took our first epic road trip in over 20 years. We drove across the central United States from Michigan to Arizona and back. We vlogged and photographed many sites on this amazing 2-week road trip. Starting from Port Huron, Michigan, our first stop was St. Louis, Missouri. We then traveled to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma to photograph a lake and a lighthouse. From there, we drove to Albuquerque, New Mexico and made some amazing discoveries. We left Albuquerque and drove the stunning mountain passes to Phoenix, Arizona. Leaving Phoenix, we headed north to Flagstaff, Arizona and the Grand Canyon. From Flagstaff, we skirted the leading edge of a major snowstorm in a brutal 11-hour trek to Colorado Springs, Colorado. After 2 days and as many wineries, we left Colorado Springs and headed to the Monument Rocks in Kansas, and then onward to Manhattan, Kansas, to see the last tall grass prairie in the United States. From Manhattan, we made our way to Davenport, Iowa, before driving the final 8-hour leg back home. Trip's total tally, nearly 4,500 miles driven, purchased almost 160 gallons of gasoline. We spent over 70 hours in the car, drove through 11 states, stayed in 9 cities, but most importantly, we visited 4 wineries.
I think we're taking our entire house.
A 2-week road trip requires lots of supplies, but that's a subject for a future video. Michelle packed and staged, and I loaded the Jeep. We said our last goodbye to the kiddies and hit the road. Michelle had packed great food for us to take, tasty and nutritious, and easy to eat on the road.
We are just about to exit Illinois and go into Missouri, and the sun is setting, and Michelle is trying to film the sunset out of the side window of the car. Did you get it?
So beautiful.
It is a beautiful evening. High clouds, so the sunset is starting to look really, really pretty out there.
So we're making our way to the metro train. See if we get there in time.
You just pressed open the door? Second.
And we have it to ourselves.
We're on. And yeah, the whole thing.
You excited?
Yeah, we're on.
Here we go.
We're heading to the arch. Cruise. We're heading to the cruise.
Cruise first, riverboat cruise, then the arch. We'll see what photographs we can do. Today's pie day. Maybe we can find some pie. We're heading in for another stop. I don't know if you can hear his
signs announcing the stops. There must be a special school that people go to that either do your orders at fast food places or make announcements on these public transportations, because you can't hear them and you can't understand a word they say.
We're at the base of the arch. We're just about to get ready to go on a riverboat cruise, and after that we're going to go up in the arch. What do you think about being up inside that thing, Michelle?
I'm a little nervous, but it's exciting.
It makes a long trek to the riverboat down the ramp. All right, we're heading aboard the Becky Thatcher.
The Mississippi Riverboat Cruise offers great views of the Arch and the St. Louis skyline. Refreshments are served on the riverboat to savor whilst you enjoy the view. This is the old Union Electric Building built in 1902. For years, this plant was St. Louis's main source of electricity.
As we're on our riverboat cruise, the Becky Thatcher cruise, I'm reminded of a childhood memory that I have. It was a great time. One of my best buddies growing up was Curt. And Curt, I know you're a viewer and a subscriber to this channel, so hopefully you remember this. Curt and I decided one summer to build this raft, and we built this raft out of old logs and sticks and things that we found, and we lashed it together. I can't even remember with what, but we lashed it all together and threw it in this old mucky, dirty, nasty creek, so we could pull down this river and have some adventures. I think like Huckleberry Finn or Tom Sawyer, reminiscent of this area we're in and the Becky Thatcher. That's why this is in my mind. Anyway, we got it, we threw it in the water, and he says, "Well, Jim, look at Seaworthy," as it landed in the water, and it did. It floated initially, but when we got on it, it sank right to the bottom, and all the muck and the grime that was in the bottom, and something, it felt like some slimy eel or something, slithered along my ankles as we were in, and I screamed and jumped and ran out of the creek and got up on it. I remember I was probably crying because I was young and it was scary, but it's a great childhood memory. And Curt, if you're watching, it was a great time. I still remember all the things we did incredibly. Look at this view. Isn't this phenomenal? The arch behind us. What an amazing architectural feat. And we're going to be going up in that, right up in the top. Michelle and I, let me get that aimed right there. We'll be right up in there in a few hours and be able to experience the arch. It's a great time. Thanks for coming along.
The riverboat does not go this fast, which, as you'll see, is a good thing.
Could have easily happened.
Thank you very much. That's very kind. You don't have to. Well,
But I love Buskers. It's a great thing.
I do too. I'll just do one little bit.
Nice.
Ain't no rock gonna cry my praise. Ain't no rock gonna sing a present to your name, not for me. Ain't no rock
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much. In just a little bit, we'll be going up in there. It is crazy windy out here. Oh my gosh.
As our ticket time approached, we made our way to the base of the arch and the museum. The museum is underneath the arch and has access to the elevators. It was totally overhauled recently. The museum covers over 200 years of area history and features many interesting and interactive displays.
So behind me is a list that I'll show, but is that everything that you packed for us to go on this trip out west?
A lot of it, yeah. You gotta be prepared.
Be prepared.
Yep.
Please watch your hands, feet, and personal belongings. The doors aren't closing. Again, your doors are closing. You draw your right to the top.
Here we go. Little teeny cubicle. Now we got the wide view of this. First, let me go first.
What car number were you guys in?
One.
Tell you what, you guys are going to have from 1 to 4.
Okay.
You two can have from 5 to 8.
Okay, great.
All right.
A little nerve-wracking. See out the window.
Oh, it's the courthouse.
That courthouse, yeah.
Yeah.
When the old courthouse closed in 1930, this building took its place, and it's still in use today.
Okay. So what is this now?
That's part of this park.
It's just a monument.
It is. We give tours of it because that's where the Dred Scott trial took place.
Oh yeah.
But it's closed for the next 3 years because it's undergoing renovation.
Gotcha. Nice.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for you guys to head down. The rest of everyone head on over to the south side.
Yeah. And you folks can go down to car 1. You folks can go down to car 2.
Excellent. Thank you.
Have a great day.
I don't know if it comes across in the video how much the car has to turn as it goes up that arch. Otherwise, like you said, we'd end up upside down. So that it comes down and it has to shuffle right and left. A little bit disorienting. You can see like the workman's areas. There's no real secrets or anything here.
I think I found the place on Earth that is windier than at the riverfront in Port Huron, and that's here underneath the arch at St. Louis. We've just come down from an incredible view at the top of the arch. It is a very windy, blustery day here in St. Louis. And while we didn't do any photographs, I think we had a great time, and you got to see some of the stuff in St. Louis. As always, thanks so much for coming along. We'll see you on the next one.
It's been a fabulous day. We were really lucky in all of the places we went to be almost exclusively just the two of us.
It was pretty amazing. We had our own tram car up into the, well, you saw it. We had our own tram car, and there's only one other couple, so we had half the arch to ourselves. What a fabulous trip.